Good morning, everybody, and this is your Dow Jones day trade setups for today. So the confusion reigns. As I said yesterday, not really interested in shorting down here. Uh, Much rather be shorting higher up. And at the moment, it's a little bit of a different setup to the S&P. But for me, at the moment, the opportunity to short is much higher up. It's going to be up here at 32,727. So right now, got a level drawn on the high of this pin bar and the low of this pin bar. So pin bar, big up, big down, big confusion. So look to the left, no real structure brewing here at all. There's just nothing that's indicating anything for me at the moment on this chart. So if you look at the 3 hour, you can see how we just went sideways with sellers coming in here, and then we break the upside and then find support on what the sellers were selling off. So there is, they're trying to build some structure here. We've got a crossover of the moving averages. Definitely don't want to be short when, sorry, not the moving averages, the oscillators. Definitely don't want to be short when the oscillators are like this. That's just asking for trouble, and you can go back and back test it. Every time you get a grouping like that to the downside, you be careful. Wait for them to get back to the upside like they did here, and then you're looking for the potential trades to the downside. So right now, this is kind of ranging. It's dangerous because if you look at the range, it can go either way at this stage. So we've spent the whole day going sideways, and then just going into the close, we break the upside, test the level, come back, and we test this area here. I'm going to drill down to 50-minute because that's where this level is, and you can see prices hovering right on it again. And it's not exact. That's the other thing that is a little bit concerning. So you can see this level is kind of slap bang on the middle of the high and the low, and this is what we're seeing on all the indexes right now. Oscillator's not giving us any indication of what's going on in amongst the moving averages. This is a range. If you were trading Bill Williams, the alligator would be sleeping at the moment. So there's no real opportunities as we see them right now. So the only opportunities you do have is a break and retest of 32,340. That's going to give you the opportunity for a long, and it's going to be a one-to-one trade. It's like a 300-point stop loss for, well, sorry, was that 300? Well, 300, almost a 400-point stop loss for 365 gain. So you probably be looking at minimizing your risk, putting your stop loss here at a 300 points for 350 point gain. Problem with that is because it's just in the middle of the range, institutions also know that your appetite for risk is not as great as what theirs is. So they will come back and trigger this for another move up. So just be careful of that. Institutions are going to control these little range breaks today. The other scenario is a break of 31,975 to the downside. That's a different scenario because the trend is currently looking down, and we've also got a head and shoulders or a cup and handle structure here. So there's your cup, there's your handle, so that's inverse cup and handle. So that is also still very much in play, and the measured move for that is quite far down. But it's going to be so noisy on the way down because each one of these tails that you see here will hold up price. So we start moving down, what you're going to have to do is put these levels in and take profit on each one of these levels. So these levels will be each one of these swing highs. So you'll see price come down to there, take profit, wait for price to bounce back up to the upside, get back in short, and then keep riding it down to this 31,163 area. Now, the only time you're going to get that opportunity is a decent break of this channel that was formed for most of yesterday, and that's at 31,975. So break and retest of that. You're going to have a 300-point stop loss, but ultimately you should end up with 31,163. So that's the only opportunities that I see at the moment, but right now we're sideways. There's complete confusion. Nobody knows what's actually going on. The data is saying that, interest rates should start slowing down, or not being as aggressive as what they are. But what the Feds are saying is they're trying to keep the market on their toes and saying, no, that's not true. We don't trust our own data. So that's the confusion that you've got at the moment. Anyway, those are two levels that I'm looking at to the upside. The high of yesterday at 32,340, and then the low of yesterday at 31,975. Bear in mind we're coming up to the end of the month as well, so very rare that you have a candlestick, sort of a monthly candlestick that closes on its low or on its high. So you would expect some kind of a tail. So that would be a little bit of a pullback and then get going, or alternatively, it could be trying to find a base and then try and form a big pin bar as well. So be careful, guys. Anything's possible at the moment, and while we're ranging, it can go either way. Hope that helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.